Hello and welcome to PlayStation Grenade. It's time for our monthly meetup to look through the PS Plus offerings, this time for March 2018. Every single one of these games will be available from Tuesday the 6th of March, and 5 out of the 6 games will be available on your PS4. So if you are ready, let's start off with the flagship offerings on the PlayStation 4. First up is the action role-playing game which will engulf your life. Bloodborne. Released 3 years ago, Bloodborne took RPGs up to a new level of difficulty and brutality. So prepare to die. So many times you will cry. Bloodborne tells the story of a hunter in a town filled with an abnormal blood-borne disease cursing the inhabitants. Your final goal is to rid this place of that plague, but on the way you'll face countless enemies and multiple boss battles which may cause you to smash your controller to pieces. The difficulty curve is quite high, but always fair. Learn from your mistakes and beat the damn game, if you dare. The combat is fast-paced, with an impressive risk-reward mechanic based around perfect timing to dodge or counter. Edge magazine gave this one the perfect 10 out of 10, and I couldn't find a review score below 9 out of 10. Bloodborne is brutal, but brilliant. Are you going to try it? Please let me know your thoughts in the comments, and if you're a Bloodborne vet, give us some advice. I guarantee we will need it. Back on the PS2, the brilliance of Ratchet & Clank was released onto the world, and then, last year, the original game received a reimagining on the PS4. This means if you've played the original, you'll have an overwhelming sense of nostalgia, but you won't know all the story beats. And if you're new to the series, what a great place to start, as Ratchet, a young Lombrax mechanic who dreams of joining the Galactic Rangers. His partner in crime is Clank, who's also playable numerous times during the course of the game. The story feels a great deal like the original Star Wars saga, but in a quirky platforming style. The weapons and gadgets used are varied and plentiful, and there's even a movie which sits alongside if you become more invested than you first thought. Oh, the developer behind this one, Insomniac, are currently making the PS4 version of Spider-Man, so now is a good time to sample their work. On the PS3 is Mighty No. 9, which is also a cross-buy title, so play it on your PS4 if you like. Mighty No. 9 is the successor to Mega Man in every single way except officially. Created by Mega Man Supremo Keiji Inafune, this game is a 2.5D action platformer with a focus on speedy combat. The lead character is called Beck, running through 9 stages which can be selected in any order the player desires. The story isn't plentiful, but as a starting point, a computer virus has caused Beck's robot friends to go rogue, and Mega Man is here to put things right. Did I say Mega Man? I mean Beck, of course. Are you going to try it? Out of interest, will you play it on PS4 or PS3? The second title on PS3 is a game which came out on the PS2 and was re-released with improved graphics, The Legend of Kay Anniversary Edition. It's another action-adventure title with lots of platforming elements thrown in for good measure. The story focuses around Kay, a bit of a hothead martial arts student. Think of it like an angsty teenage version of Kung Fu Panda, and you're pretty much on point. Back in 2010, The Legend of Kay received favourable reviews, but 8 years on, it kind of feels a little dated. Let me know your thoughts if you download this one. On the Vita this month are 2 games which can be played on your PS4. First up is Claire Extended Cut, which is our horror title for the month. It's essentially a 2D side-scroller with very mixed reviews. You fill the shoes of Claire, who makes a typical horror film error and takes a wrong turn down a dark passage, leading to echoey corridors and abandoned rooms. The panic Claire feels impacts the game, and in nightmare mode she can even die from fear itself. The decisions you make on the way to the ending impact that ending, so expect to play multiple times to see all the possible ending cinematics. And finally on Vita and PS4 is Bomb Busters. I'm super excited by this one as it's essentially Super Bomberman from the Super Nintendo days. This is so old school and deserves your time, especially in a party scenario as you attempt to blow up your friends from the safety of your own couch. As long as the host is playing on PS4, then both Vita and PS4 users can match up and fight. It's usually a case of what you see is what you get, but believe me, it's far more appealing once your competitive edge kicks in. I could only find a couple of reviews for this one, and one was from our friends over at Push Square, who awarded it 60 out of 100. So there we have it, 6 games on offer during March, with 5 downloadable to your PS4. I could get used to this. For me, I need to play Bombusters, and I've promised myself I'll finally finish Bloodborne. But what about you? What floats your boat? I'd love to know what you think. I'm Adam from PlayStation Grenade. It's been a pleasure, as always. I'll see you next time.